Did anybody see the McMillions documentary? The documentary on the people who scammed the $1 million stickers or Monopoly pieces.
I read the article. I haven't seen the.
I saw the documentary. It was great.
You haven't seen it? It's wild. It's wild. But one of the things that stuck out to me, well, so not to give too much away, but one of the way the scam worked is there's a guy on the inside who can get his hand on the stickers, or I keep calling them stickers, the game pieces. And what he would do is he would give them to somebody, give them to somebody else, and they would go and claim the money, and then they would pay a portion of their winnings back to him, right? Pretty simple. But the thing that got me was some of the people that they used, the pawns of their scheme, didn't take into consideration taxes, right? Like, I know that's one of the things that my mom was like mentioned a lot about, like when people won the lottery or you win a car or something. She's like, what's the taxes on that? What are they actually paying, right? And so these people, they would like, get like $1 million, they'd lose like half of it, but then they still had to pay taxes on $1 million or whatever money was left. And turns out they just didn't have a lot of money at all at the end of that, right? Like not nearly as much as you would think. Mm-hmm. And it kind of surprised me that people don't think about the taxes.
Do they take it off the top? Like if you won $1 million, don't they just take that right out? Or do you like...
It's more fun to not take it out and then surprise it with it at the end.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because they're going to give you like the big check or whatever.
Yeah. But I think it's like, I think you get, I want to say it's almost like you get double tax. Like you get taxed when you get it, and you get taxed on the end of the year.
Yeah, let's say the end of the year taxes.
And yeah, and it's very like, if you don't know or you don't have like a really good lawyer or financial advisor, they're going to screw you. This is a way to get out of it, obviously. But yeah. But the people who get those aren't, like you said, there aren't people that deal with that kind of money. Mm-hmm. And when you got that kind of money, everybody knows it. Even the bankers, all of those people, and they're designed to come try to take as much of it from you as possible. Especially if you're a sitting duck, right? You're just like, hey, I got all this cash, guys. Oh yeah. Party over. Uncle Sam boats pull up.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be. Well, I always thought it was worse to win a prize like item that had a certain value, because
that's worse.
Then I mean, like, I can't afford. I always think about that on the prices, right? And stuff.
When the cost
out of there and pay taxes on these cars and stuff. It's like I just wanted a car. I don't want to have to pay $13,000. Right up
taxes
to get the thing.
And I heard you have to pay the taxes if they won't let you leave with the car.
See what I mean?
From what I understand.
But you can sell the car immediately to somebody.
But you can sell it to somebody.
Well, then just give away cash. Stop that.
I think like when I see people win cars on that show now, I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for them.
I feel bad for them.
Yeah, they're sitting around like, oh, this isn't good. Yeah.
Queasy, who's our guest on one of our shows, had a post on Facebook that said, I wonder where one of them cars Oprah gave away is right now. Right? Like, how many years ago was that? 20? How long ago? Or more than that, right? The car is for it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it still has value, because my response was like, Blue Book value 0, but the seller that $20,000, and it's the car Oprah gave away.
We cut to a support group for game show contestants, and I wasn't able to sell the car. Like, no one wanted to buy it. The value was going down. The insurance was going up. My credit was tanking. This car was one of the worst things that happened to me, and now I'm living out of it. I'm living out of my winning.
Oh man,
terrible.
Wife left me with the kids. Say, we can't live in this car. It's convertible. That's like, that's reasonable. Yeah. But that's my story.
You still won the Wheel of Fortune, Antoine. You still won. You are a winner.
But at what cost, though? I won at what cost? Wish I never put those vowels together.
Well, there's no worse than being in Alaska in a tricked out log cabin mansion You can't even afford to keep the heat on. I haven't stopped shaking since I was living in there with no electricity, no heat, nothing. I couldn't afford any utilities.
You're wearing a full parka right now.
Yes. I'm forever cold. I'll never be warm again. I got saddled with a tax bill, and that's all I'm paying. I can't even eat.
Can't you rent it out or something? Airbnb?
No.
Yeah, Airbnb.
No, this is my prize. This is my burden. Nobody told you how to solve your car problem. We're here because we got shafted by the game show people.
Yeah, you could.
I'm a winner, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it all the time, John.
I understand. I know. Just let you know, like there's a lot of people in this world that don't get to live in a house that looks as beautiful, as big as yours. You are still a winner in this.
I don't feel like it, but we're still winners. I'll say it.
We're still winners.
We're still winners.
We're still winners.
Still winners.
Michi, you want to share your story today?
Yeah, well, I mean, as you know, I also won the showcase. It was a trip to the Cayman Islands. My wife was so upset. She was so disappointed. Immediately, she left me, took the kids.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a good thing, because I went to the Cayman Islands, but to get there, I had to pay so much money. I had to sell my house, I had to sell my car. So I came back and I had nothing.
How was the trip?
Was it good?
It was good.
I bet it was warm.
It was warm. The water was crystal clear. But I couldn't enjoy it. I was just crying the whole time, just into my cocktails and onto my lobster.
But you were able to eat lobster and have cocktails. And remember,
lobster food.
There are lots of people in the world that will never get a chance to have a house to sell, Amici, I mean, you are still a winner in our book, and,
I don't feel like one.
Well, I can close out on my story. Just hopefully gives you guys a little cheer.
Yeah, a little encouragement.
Of course, I won America's Got Talent 9 years ago, and they gave me a record deal and didn't put out an album. And of course, I was still doing open mics and stuff. I actually got one right after this session, which is why you see the guys coming in with the speakers. But there's not a day that goes by where I don't think about how famous I was after winning. And now people have to ask me, what am I doing now? It bothers me, but you know what? I am still a winner.
Did you lose your family?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did you lose your family? Did they take the wife take the kids?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I did lose my. It wasn't because of America's Got Talent. It was because I was cheating with all the hookers that I was getting from America's Got Talent.
Is that the burden then? I'm having trouble finding out where the burden actually was.
Yeah, what's the burden here?
Well, that wasn't the burden. I had that problem before America's Got Talent. It just got worse during America's Got Talent. But, the burden is just like I have to swallow my pride, right? Like I was supposed to have a #1 album, but I didn't get it. They never released my album, so I got dropped from the label. And
I haven't had a meal in 2 years. I mean, I'm not trying to compare my.
Well, yeah. Everyone's cross is different to bear, right? Everyone's this not having an album feels like me being shivering in that.
I sleep in my car.
It feels the same way for me. Not having an album feels like I'm sleeping.
You didn't have an album because you were busy being with hookers and you didn't work. You didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Now, my lawyer told me that I'm not supposed to talk about that.
You got a lawyer?
Oh man.
And scene.